Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Fire Replays, and we got some good stuff today, especially the final duel. But anyways, we got Troy over here. He's looking to do some work with spirits. Haven't really seen any spirit deck, see any play, but he's playing like true Draco spirits. I mean, well, you throw true Dracos on a lot of different things, and it can work. But we've got the Magician Pendulum deck mixed in with some other cards I don't see too often, sometimes in the pendulum-based decks, but he's looking to summon a bunch of monsters. He ends up making the Supreme King Dragon Starving Venom. He's going to go ahead and pay a bunch of life points. He's copying the effect, and he's getting rid of his opponent's entire board, and his opponent, Troy, has only got 1,200 life points left. He top decks into a Pot of Desires. He's going to have to draw something really good into it, but he goes into a true Draco card, the Dragonic Dagger, and that's a pretty good card, and he's able to now summon Majesty Maiden, the true Draco Slayer, as well as the card that he opened up with turn 1, and he actually takes the game. I thought he was going to lose 1,200 life points in a top deck, dude. That was legit, Troy. Congrats to you for actually winning that. Anyways, we got a few extra duels over here. Now, this one's pretty funny. So, player over here, well, I know that's just like the default name, but anyways, we got a player playing Trickstars. We got YGOPRO ES playing some Metaphys. And anyways, this is actually a very interesting duel because we do see a Inferno Tempest Grinder Golem combo. Now, if you guys don't know what this combo does, it basically makes it so your opponent has no more monsters left. And Trickstars, their monsters, you know, are kind of necessary for the deck to run properly. But anyways, he's going to go ahead and take some damage by attacking into his own thing, so you can activate Inferno Tempest, which makes it so when you take a 3,000 or more points of battle damage from one attack, you can activate this card, remove all monsters in each player's deck and graveyard from play, so it banishes everything. Obviously, that works quite well for the Metaphys because they're able to get bonus effects when they are actually banished. A lot of them is like search another card, add one Metaphys, but he's not going to be able to add one card because he doesn't have them. I think it might kind of be counterproductive in the deck, as you guys will see. He definitely has to be fast because he's only got one card left to draw into. But the Trickstar player, they've got no monsters. You guys can see they're relying all off of, you know, what's in their hand, and obviously Chain Summoning is going to do absolutely nothing because, well, there's not going to be enough monsters. We have a Winged Dragon of Ra just out of nowhere. Shouts to the last episode, Fire Replays, where there was a guy that just threw the Winged Dragon of Ra, and he just summoned it out of nowhere. But he's going to go ahead and clear the board and attack, but unfortunately over here, it doesn't look too good for him, and he pranked himself. You see Dark Room of Nightmare activated, even though it's completely unnecessary, and he just pranked himself, man. He lost all of his own monsters, and he should have started resetting some of the cards, but you can't reset the cards. You can't shuffle it back to add one because you have none, so that guy is more like he kind of pranked himself. Alright. But the next duel over here is quite interesting. So, Flamin' Skull 000 over here playing a variant of the Sky Fangs, and he's going to be facing off against some dinosaurs over here. And the Troy Mare mixed in with the Sky Fang Brigade is actually quite interesting because there's a lot of strange synergy that kind of works because the Sky Fang Brigade deck, they can definitely special summon a lot of different monsters. In fact, they can just summon this one, summon this one, summon this one, summon this one. It almost reminds me of Six Samurais. But look at this play turn 1, alright? He's able to make it so co-linked monsters cannot be targeted. He's also got the effect where they can't be destroyed by battle, and also he's got Cerberus where they cannot be destroyed by card effects, and then also everything loses 1,000, and then also he gave his opponent Destroy Mare Ibli. Now I have to pause it real quick just for a second, just so I can explain what's going to happen. Well, pretty soon we'll completely change things. But anyways, yeah, with Ibli, the person can only special summon link monsters. So you're not going to be able to kaiju these things because, yeah, you cannot special summon monsters except for link monsters. Which at this point you would think, oh, dude, he's got game. Like, he's just got too many cards and his opponent cannot special summon. Well, he's going to go ahead and crash into his opponent and just activating that struggling battle. The guy only has a Phoenix left over. Is he going to be able to come back? That is the question here. But he just got a Troy Mare Phoenix, so co-link monster cannot be destroyed by battle. But at this point, I mean, the guy's getting Trishlet over here by the dinosaur player, and he's going to activate his pot of desires. Go for True King of all calamities. He's going to have to set a Brilliant Fusion over here. Player top decks into Escape. He's going to take 3,000 points of damage. A Heroic Challenger Thousand Blade is now summoned. He's got the Cosmic Cyclone that he just drew into. Terraforming activated. Going to go ahead and search out that Draconic Diagram. But 1,000 life points is paid via Cosmic Cyclone to get rid of that card. And it's not looking too good for our player. That opened up so good. Like, his field was so insanely strong. And that's why, guys, Struggling Battle is a very expensive card. I think it's like $40 still at the moment of me making this video. And, yeah, it's great. So he's going to go ahead and attack, and he's going to make a game. Like, you opened up so good, but you invested everything into that turn 1 play. There is technically a Skyfang card that can negate spell traps, but he just didn't have it. Now, this guy, he needs some milk, man. But anyways, this is another one of those duels where someone's investing a lot into one very powerful play. We even have a soul charge, so you know this guy's going to be opening up and going completely off with this play. So we have the Jasmine summon. We also have the Gem Knight, Seraph Knight. So we got Armageddon Knight. It's going to send the Dread. Going to go ahead and special summon that. He does have to pay half of his life points, but that doesn't really matter too much when you can make these insane turn 1 boards. But we do have double Kaijus in the opponent's hand. But how is he going to win the double Kaijus? Well, you guys will see very soon. So Soul Charge is activated. He decides to pay 3,000 life points. But again, he's going to try to make one of those Troy Mare, like, God fields. Now he's got the Griffin, which basically lets him add any spell from the graveyard and just set it instantly. He's got kind of one of the same setups, so you can't target him, you can't do Destroy by Battle, and everything loses 1,000. But the Weathery Termer is now summoned, and anyways, what's funny with this is he just goes ahead and attacks directly for 700 points, and he actually makes a game. Like, he pretty much used all of the cards. Pretty good stuff over there, Mr. Thank you for the replays, homie. Now, the final duel, guys. Like I said, it's the most hype, but let's go ahead and get started. So, we've got Death Awaits You versus Fundex. Fundex always plays, like, some next-level hilarious stuff, and this one is no different. He's always playing something that, like, you're like, what the heck is this deck? Right now with this hand, it doesn't look too strange, but there's Dark Magicians, there's Ochamas, there is Draco Warriors. It's crazy. Now, what's interesting with this play over here is the player that Death Awaits You, he actually is playing the Summon Sorceress, and this is an interesting mechanic I haven't seen anyone use. So he's special summoning a card to his opponent's side of the board, but with the number 29 Mannequin Cat, you're able to, once per turn, detach a material, target one monster in your opponent's graveyard, and you get to special summon it to your opponent's side of the field. Oh, but we're really using it for this other effect. If a monster is special summoned to your opponent's step, except during the damage step, you can target one face-up monster your opponent controls and special summon one monster from your hand, deck, or graveyard with the same type or attribute as that monster. So basically, he was able to get out a Black Lustrous Sacred Soldier for basically free, and then on top of that, if this card is distributed, he actually gets another effect, but more likely people would use it as like link material. But Skulldee is made, and then we see Lord Gaia the Fierce Knight activated as well over here. And now we have the Destiny Hero Dangerous. We got the Shadal effects activating. He's going to go ahead and special summon Falco. He's going to now go ahead and go into Malicious and summon Vion. He's going to make number 39 Utopia Biome, which makes everything have 0 attack. He's going to activate Glow Bulb's effect. And he's going to go ahead and go to Crystal Needle Fiber, grab a really interesting card. Here's where it gets interesting. So he just made everything have 0 attack. And then on top of that, he went into Reptilian Hydra. And this card destroys all monsters with 0 attack, and you get to draw 1 card for each monster destroyed. So check this out, guys. He just destroyed a bunch of monsters. Bam! Draw all those cards. So not only did you wipe your opponent's board, but you also get to draw a bunch of cards. I almost thought the combo was really good just in Heroes. A little bit difficult to make because it does require Reptilian Tuner and one more non-tuner monsters. But I don't know, man. If you can pull this off, it's pretty good. Just because, again, it's quite easy in a hero deck because of Destiny Hero Malicious to go ahead and make that card. Well, it's to make Utopia so you can make everything have 0 attack. But another card was activated that actually makes it so it reduces everything to 0. But the other guy, he's not done. He's ready to go ahead and go into a Warlord Dragon. But Ghost of a Grudge is another card that can work well with the whole reptilian play here, where if your opponent has 8 or more cards in their graveyard, the attack of all monsters your opponent controls currently become 0. So you guys can see how that can obviously be used. Now, as far as the back row right here, we've got the Beginning of Heaven of Earth and Call of the Haunted, but we see the Ojama card summon, and like I said, some of these cards are like, what? And then he goes ahead and protects himself with Tatsuki Knight over here. Beginning of Heaven and Earth activated, so he's going to go ahead and search out a card, and going to activate Call of the Hunter, bring back his Blackluster Sacred Soldier, and he's going to go ahead and get another card out of his opponent's board. And he's going to go ahead and activate Warlord Dragon's effect, so he can reduce the stats of a monster. And then he's going to Snatch Steal the other guy's Warlord Dragon. Then we see Tongue Twister summon, and then he's going to go ahead and make a Skull Deep. Now, when Tongue Twister is Tribute Summon, he gets to actually draw 2 cards. Really interesting cards here. Destiny Her Malicious is activated, and it's going to go ahead and activate effect, get another Malicious. Utopia Beyond summoned once again. He's going to reduce the attack to 0, but he Snatch Steal the other guy's monster. Pretty good stuff, and now hit his monster at 0, so he's able to pop it again, draw another card. He's able to activate Beatrice, sending Dandelion to the graveyard, getting 2 tokens, summoning Reptilian Vasky over here, and once printing his select and destroy 1 face-up monster opponent controls. So he totally destroyed his opponent. I mean, we saw so many hype plays in this duel over there. Fun decks. That deck was fun, and it was crazy, man. But anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode of Fire Replays. Like I said, the last one was definitely hype. If you guys got any really cool Yu-Gi-Oh replays, always feel free to go ahead and send them in. Shoutouts to all you guys who sent them. And if you guys want to check out the last episode of Fire Replays, there was a really hype duel where Winged Dragon Rock came out of nowhere and just wrecked his opponent. Hilarious stuff. But anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode of Fire Replays. If you did, go ahead and drop a like on it. And if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button for more Yu-Gi-Oh content.